Wherever you holding me tight, bridges need burn. Burning this bridge tonight. Good morning, good morning. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Good morning, good people. Man, that great coming on in here. I ain't gonna stop it. I ain't gonna do just for men. I ain't gonna do it. The great gotta come in that bitch. Salt and pepper all the way, baby. I got your message, Queen Beijing. I am in a good mood today, Joya. I am. Some really good stuff came down the pipes for me. Ever you holding me tight, some bridges need burning. Yeah, I'm burning these bridges tonight. Oh yeah, I'm giving it a little bit more time. Some bridges need burning down. JC the Goddess. Okay, she JC the Goddess. What it is? Mary Smith, what's going on? M.E. I thought about you this weekend. It wasn't good thoughts. Aisha, what's going on? What? Dominican Republic? Oh my God, I watched the movie last night with the Dominicans. They were beating the Russians' ass. But I ain't trying to start no war on here. It was Queen of the South. A good show, man. I like that gangster shit. Remind me of my youth. And I'm an old man now, old spiritual Negro here. I just gotta sit on the porch and in my rocking chair and drink my tea and stuff. Can't do no dirt. all right, everybody. Lakita Hudson, what's up? All right, everybody. So last week, Monday, we talked about the toxic ancestor that was of the feminine energy, the feminine female. Fuck it. I gotta. I ain't gonna be politically correct on this bitch today, cause that's the problem. We so politically correct now that everything is getting twisted up, and we gonna be so politically correct that we gonna fuck up the energy from our ancestors. I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna do a whole goddamn video on it. And I don't give a fuck who cancel. I don't give a fuck who unsubscribe, because I'm seeing the narrative. And think about it. If you convolute feminine and masculine energy just so you don't hurt somebody's feeling, then how the fuck or what the fuck are you praying for to come help you? And that's another video for another time, and I'll leave it at that. God damn it. I'm just disgusted. I couldn't even pray with my daughter the other day because she dealing with heartbreak. I'm going to talk to you guys now. I'm going to get into the prayer. But I would like to be transparent with you guys because y'all call me and y'all transparent with me. I couldn't talk to my daughter about her broken heart because every time I was sitting up there trying to question her, comfort her, I couldn't use the word him. I couldn't use the word she. I couldn't use the word that nigga wrong or that girl know what's crazy. My daughter, in her moment of sorrow, pain, agony, auto-corrected me on my dad's speech so that I wouldn't offend a figment of a motherfucker that wasn't even in my house, a figment of a motherfucker that hurt her feelings. That shit got me burnt. A lot of people realizing why these spells don't work. A lot of shit. You know what? I'm jumping ahead. I'll do a video on it. I may just do the video at 12 o'clock today. I don't know. I'm working on my abs, y'all. So I may just do it at 12 o'clock. That's my little crunch session. 15-minute ab. Twist, bend, knee in the elbows and shit. Crunch session at 12 every day. But you goddamn it, I may just go do that video so y'all can hear. So I'm finna get off that. Y'all meet me back here around by 12:30. I'll send out a notice. Because we finna get this bitch together. Because I don't give a fuck who on here don't like it. Because, man, we cannot tap into our spirituality the proper way because of this bullshit. Now, let me get off that shit. God damn it, got me pissed off. I'll tell you the outcome of the shit. Whew. Wusa in my African dialect, if I knew how to say Wusa in any African language. That's a dad joke. All right, so good people. So last week we talked about toxic female ancestors, the energy to where the mama was teaching the daughters how to do this, and the aunties and the grandmamas and all them people that didn't get love to get showed love to, and all the bad shit that they were telling these girls and these women. And then these women grew up toxic, not knowing how to love, not knowing how to treat a man, not knowing how to. Half of them don't even know how to fuck. And I'm finna tell you, this is due to the toxic ancestors, toxic women in the past who didn't pour into the female energy like they should. Women with great asses, great bodies, and everything don't even know how to take a dick because they got just a body and they were taught, oh, you fine, niggas should come after you, niggas should chase. They lay down, they lay like a goddamn fish. They don't move, they're planking the board in the bed. And I can tell you, I don't want no motherfucking robot. That's toxic as fuck. Now, let's get on these toxic ass men, ancestors from the past. And I'm the motherfucker they were talking to. Okay? I got all the shit. Because I ain't have nothing but uncles around me. Uncles and old Mac daddies and pimps. That's why my nickname is Kip. Knowledge is persuading pussy. That was my nickname. I had to cover that shit up, y'all. Because that ain't me no more. But that's the shit, it was ingrained in me as a young man. So let me tell you, okay? Oh, I'm breaking man code already. Y'all think I'm just some piece of shit. All that shit that, the pastor can go out there and sin and then get in the pulpit and tell you to offer your soul up to a fictitious God. But now when I get on this bitch talking about my wrongs and how to correct y'all guys the right way, I may just be an animal, a maniac, a psychopath, a womanizer, a whore man. I don't care. I'm not that now. I was. But so, my toxic ass male ancestors, Mr. Jimmy, Mr. Carl, all them bitches, they was pimps to their name. And they told me, I should say, instructed me, I should say, on how to deal with the female. And I took that shit to heart. And I grew up with it until I fell in love. Oh, this bitch is gonna get deep today. So all the guys on this platform, if your ass ain't looking to hear, you got some nasty shit to say about what I'm finna say, that means you need to check your fucking self. Because it took me 43 motherfucking years to understand that they programmed me to be wrong. And I'm gonna give you some good advice, guys. I'm gonna be the internet ancestor around this bitch. Permeating in your goddamn brain on how y'all should handle yourself in a relationship, in life, and everything. So, when I was growing up, my toxic ass daddies, uncles, the nigga that used to knock on the door to come see mama, sit in the living room while she wash her ass before they go in the room and close the door. It is real. It is a real thing. That wasn't my motherfucking uncle. That nigga was trimming, baby. First thing they told me when I first had my nuts cracked, 18 years old. 18 years old, I lost my virginity. Yep, the Baron waited. As good looking as a bitch I am, I waited. I was scared my mama was gonna beat me though. But at 18 years old, when I first cracked my nuts, did it with the chick, ran down motherfucking stairs, holding my shit in my hand. Daddy, uncle, mama, I'm standing in front of their ass in the middle of the project door. just had sex. I'm no virgin no more. They laugh at me. Did you use a condom? No. What? Pop, 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 pop. Get your ass in the shower, go wash that shit off. Get the Florida water. Get the holy water. Get some salt. All that shit. When I don't know why they put all that shit on me. Right? Rub that shit all on me. I don't know why. My shit was soaked for like a week after they scrubbed me down, man. So after I got done and I done cleaned myself up, and my mama said, "Boy, you're a man now. I gotta treat you different. You can't, see me in my bra. You can't go, you can't sleep next to your sister and them on the floor when you make a pallet. You're a man now." So she taught me that. My uncle and my daddy, they was sitting up there motherfucking saying, "How was that bitch? How was that hoe? Did she do anything? Did she write it? This girl is motherfucking 19. I'm motherfucking 18. We don't know a goddamn thing. But ooh and an ah. I think when I did bust a nut on the bitch, I imagined a tiger in the hallway looking at me do it. Where the fuck that came from? We children. So I told them that. They were like, "Oh, that means that the tiger scratched you. You LT great." They were saying all this type of shit. But then, after the joke stopped everybody and the shit got real serious, they said you should never trust her. They said you can't trust the bitch. I'm like, trust the bitch? That's my girlfriend. We went to high school together. I bought a candygram in Carver, in middle school. That's puppy love shit. Nigga, never give your heart to a woman. Because once you give it to them, they're going to dog you. They're going to mislead you. They're going to tear you down. You can build better by yourself. Only thing you need to do is fuck them. Respect them while you're fucking them. Listen to what they told me now, and I hung my hat on it. I'm telling you some toxic ancestor shit. And I don't give a fuck about the comments. Y'all hate this because this is what some of these men are doing to your sons, ladies. When you sit up there thinking the nigga that's coming over there to fuck you and trim you is giving your kids some good knowledge advice. All the thing the advice stems around is sex and girls. They don't know financial advice, no goddamn moral structure. Cause I didn't get it from the dude that was trimming my mama. Okay? Real nigga shit. This is toxic ancestry, man. Can't trust them. All that shit. Don't never give your heart to them. You can't never love one fully. You can't never love one fully. Why? Why? Hold on. Here's the most toxic shit they told me. And I hung my head on this. I'm no angel. I ain't say fuck that shit. Nigga, I was KIPP. I was killed for real. Why are you gonna love just one when men was made to love them all? I say we were? Yeah. Fuck her. Fuck her friend. If her mom and her sister want a piece of the bitch, fuck them too. Fuck them all. No, I couldn't think about screwing Mrs. Emily. No, I couldn't think about screwing Mrs. Emily. Tell me why Mrs. Emily ended up asking me, did I want to screw her? So that galvanized me to the point that they right. This is how it should be. So a good 10, 12 years, y'all, I believe that, and they constantly reinforce that fuck shit to my psyche as and I'm finna give you some more shit. Keep your own place. Never move in to a woman's house. Now that shit that's staying, brothers. That shit staying. Unless you making equal or both of y'all name on that lease, or don't you move your ass into their house. That shit would be tragic. Now I keep that. That ain't toxic, but it rolls. It will. Think about it like a rolling boil. It all meshed together. They told me hoes ain't shit. Ain't no good woman on the earth. You should always look out, double check them. Oh, they even told me to do some kind of earwax test. Dig my finger in my ear, stick it up their vagina, and see is it burn them. If it burning, they got to clap. And I'm sitting up there, probably done gave the goddamn woman a goddamn yeast infection. I don't fucking know. But they told me so much toxic shit, so when I grew up and became the man and started trying to get in relationships, only thing I could think about was Cousin Carl, Uncle Stanley, Big Mike at the grocery store, Big Arm, what they call him? Big Eye. All them, Big Jit. Think about all the shit they told me how to do. So when I did find a chick that was digging me, she saw favor to say, okay, that nigga that he fly, he look good. He ain't got no beard, but that shit coming in a couple years. About 20 years, he'll have a nice beard on his face. But he, bald faced, young, good looking nigga. I chill with him. I talk to him. Chick gave me everything she wanted, everything I wanted, everything I asked for, she did. It no was not in the relationship, but my fucked up programming from my poisonous ancestors, then at the time my living relatives, had me so fucked up that no matter what that girl did, no matter how much she showed me she cared about me, only thing I could think about is this bitch gonna hurt me. She gonna take me for granted. She gonna run me. She gonna put me out, and we grow up and move together. Look how the programming stem, people. And y'all, and this is some shit we gotta talk about as men and as grown-ups. I'm 20 years old now. Very well indoctrinated, loving the stroking. Got a job. Instead of me thinking about building with this woman, my toxic saying was echoing in my brain. If you ever live with her, she gonna put you out. She gonna take half your shit. She ain't gonna love you. She can never love you. Hold on. Here go a good one they said that kept clinking in the old clinker here. Every woman and every man got that one motherfucker they can call to get them off the proper way. There's one person out there that your man or your lady will cheat with. Whether y'all been married for 10 years, whether y'all been married for 1 month. If that motherfucker come into town, she will fuck him. So you cannot give your heart to nobody else. Can you believe telling a kid that? Just falling in love, just understanding life, just sitting up there finding favor, just learning how to fuck somebody that took his virginity. So he stuck on that person, and then you just crushed that happy dream, toxic ass male ancestor, by telling him that you are not special, that the person who took her virginity prior is the most special thing on the planet to her. Or a motherfucker that just hit it right and to the point that just sent her fucking crazy. I don't know if women ever told their daughters this. I'm telling you what my kinfolk, my uncle, my cousin, all the old heads at the store in the neighborhood told me. People, I grew up mastering this shit. When I say mastering it, had several hoes in rotation. And women, please don't think I'm insulting you. I'm giving you the verbiage. Because women are not, some of them, fuck it, some of them. Some women are whores, bitches, and sluts. But a real nigga can't appreciate a slut. That's a joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad timing, y'all. Listen. I hung my hat on that shit, people. I hung my hat on it. In every relationship I got in, since I was 18, all the way up to this day, which still persist. I still carry them toxic motherfucking traits. I'm not perfect. I ain't healed. Just because I'm all into this nam yam yo reiki yo stuff, I am still dealing with this toxic information, this toxic abuse that those male ancestors put on me due to their toxic fathers and toxic people putting on them. And that shit generationally stemmed like just a waterfall and just an overflow. It just kept stemming. And the shit, and I taught it to my kids, people. I am not a perfect Negro here. I taught it to my kids, my boys. I got 5 of them bastards. I taught it to them. They running the same motherfucking game I used to run. They believe in the same, well, not my older boy. That's a simple boy I ever know. And I love him. He write poems. And he write poem dedicated to women. You see, I'm stressing. Y'all, when I stress, I touch my eye. I just stress something. That boy stressed me out. I say, what about your daddy? Break off some simp shit, boy. I say, you got my name. You need to be hard. The program has skipped that cat. Because he is a ladies' man. I don't know if he's screwing, but he is a real gentleman with them women. Good guy. Me, not so much. I love that boy. So, hey everybody. I had a moment there. Me and my son, we argue about lifestyle choices, that's all. But I was taught all of these things. And by them teaching me this shit, I didn't have a great relationship ever in my life. And I'm transparent as fuck here. So y'all put the pieces where they go. I don't care. I never believed in love. Still don't. Still don't. I believe in a value system and respect. Love comes from just being around a bitch a long time. That's how I see it. Due to all the pain and suffering I've suffered in past marriages, relationships, and shit. If I'm around you enough, you're gonna grow to love me. Well, how much will you value me? They never taught me the value system, people. Everybody always taught me pimp these hoes, break these hoes. Hell, God forbid, with 8 Ball and MJG came out, those are my teachers. And if you're old school, you know what MJG and 8 Ball were talking about. Beat them hoes, slap them hoes, rob them hoes. Hell, NWA came down. Nah, it's shoot them hoes, kill them hoes. They ain't nothing. Hoes ain't shit. They denigrated the female image in my mind down to a motherfucking that of a dog. That's why I was so comfortable in the past with calling them bitches. Come on, people. If we gonna talk, we gonna talk. The toxic programming of our ancestors, these toxic male energy who couldn't get their shit together, who were too busy fucking Betty, Tara, and Tina around the corner on their wives. They denigrated my fucking mindset on the female image down to the fuck that she was a dog. There was no value system from that woman. The only value system from that woman was a crack nut. And I grew up teaching this poison to my children until I had to motherfucking realize, what the fuck are you doing? That girl over there is heartbroken. She crying in the corner. That girl saved that coochie for you. Stayed up to 4 o'clock in the fucking morning while you was out gallivanting, hooking and hoeing, just so you could knock on her door and give her a sloppy motherfucking hug and a kiss and go to sleep on her couch stinking of booze and cigars. People, if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it. I'm telling you how the toxic nature of this motherfucking ancestor talk broke this here inside me. How I was fucked up for years. How I couldn't understand what love is, what a woman was. You and think about it, people, think about it. It's me. And I know how potent and dangerous and how fucked up my mentality was. Imagine all the men in their 40s and 50s that listen to these real toxic, not these youngsters, they were trained different. But my generation that listen to the same teaching that the old heads generation gave them. And you wonder why so many babies out that bitch. You wonder why we can't deal with our emotions. You wonder why we can't tell our woman how we feel without retreating into a circle or getting defensive when she say, well, you did this, when she tell us her side. This is how we were programmed. I'm a motherfucking goddamn product of that programming. Our toxic ancestors, the male version for me, and this is only to the toxic men from my lineage, they fucked me up so bad. And people, I'm transparent as fuck, so put the cards where it may and use it if you got to. I don't give a fuck. Make a joke. Don't matter. Get the message. That's all I care about. It got to the point where I was so hurt over the years by getting hurt by women and reinforcing what the fuck they said, and that galvanized what they said inside me, that people, I couldn't even motherfucking catch a goddamn nut from fucking enjoy myself sexually without being angry. Without being angry. I had to be angry at the woman to screw the woman. You tell me these old heads ain't fuck us up as a generation. You tell me these old heads, this toxic shit that they was teaching us ain't do damage. Who taught them? Who cursed this male lineage? Who cursed these toxic ancestors? Now we finna get into the metaphysical part of that shit. I use myself as an example. I'm transparent. I use myself as an example. Put the cards where you may. Make a joke. Say some fuck shit. I don't care. As long as you get it. Who cursed our toxic ancestors with this fucked up mindset that they felt the need to program us, to program you, to program a whole group of motherfucking men who can't love a woman, don't understand her value, and can't get it up unless they hate the motherfucker. So you let me bring this bitch back. Let me draw it on back here. Because I think I'm giving y'all too much. I think I'm giving you too goddamn much here. Let me tell you this. You wonder why there's domestic violence. I'm finna hit you hard. I'm finna tell you exactly what they told me, people. You wonder why domestic violence was so high back in the early 2000s, 90s, and 80s. You wonder why that shit was so high. You wonder why husband and wives sexual assault was so high early 80s. I mean the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Because we was dealing with so much pain and hurt that we was carrying from our toxic granddaddy, our toxic ass uncle, our toxic great uncles and great granddaddies and the pimps and players that was on the street from the 60s and the 70s. We was angry at the one thing we supposed to have loved and valued, the woman, to where we felt they wasn't shit and we need to beat their ass, take their JJ, make them do what we want, beat them into submission. I was a product of that shit. Let me tell you, one argument, we was done. If you told me no in any form of fashion, no matter what I want to do, you said no, we can't deal. Selfish, petty as me. And it's a million Negroes that grew up with my mentality. Until I had to fix myself, put myself through counseling, understood that this image that I'm looking at now is not that image. That's why I got that tattoo covered up. I live by that shit. Everybody still go by that code, man. Women ain't shit but hoes and tricks. It's in the rap music. Why you think Eazy-E and all these other motherfuckers, God rest his soul, Dr. Dre, all them boys, all these people out here, why you think they rapping songs about that shit? Because that's what they know. That's what they toxic ass ancestor told them. That ain't some shit that just came off the cusp. That's what they grew up, and that's what they hang their hat on. So I tell my baby girl, if this motherfucker come around here bumping 8-ball of MJG, lay it down, you hoes lay it down, I say, I'm going to run that bitch off real quick and good fast. I say, because he been programmed already by his toxic ass uncle, daddy, or mama to motherfucking not value you for nothing but one thing, your puss. Am I being too vulgar, people? Am I saying shit that y'all can't get? Am I helping y'all understand what your daddy was telling your brother? What your uncle was telling his nephew? This is probably too hard hitting conversation. Yeah, I got an email saying I was hard on women last week. I was hard on toxic women. I said that was a woman that your ass didn't know anything. We were talking about an energy, man. She said you gave us the business, and I want to see what you gonna do with the man. Let me tell you something. I lived it. I couldn't go hard as I think I needed to with the women, but I could go hard on my toxic ass male ancestors right now because they taught me direct. I got that shit pumped into my head direct, and the effects of it, I couldn't motherfucking last longer than 10 goddamn minutes screwing a woman because I didn't even understand the pleasure of a woman. If they dogs, bitches, sluts, and hoes and they only there for my pleasure, what do I need to give a fuck about them for? They told me that. Man, when you lay down, you get yours and you get the fuck up and go. If she don't catch her, she still got that other nigga she gonna have because she got multiple niggas in rotation. You just one of the few. You right, yeah, you right. I do that shit. I go ahead and just hit them old, yeah. I hung my hat on it, people. Hung my hat on it. Live by that shit. That was my code. Dr. Dre, Easy E, NWA, all the people from 8 Ball, MJG, these motherfuckers hung their hat on that shit. They made songs and rap albums. They reinforced that shit. When 8 Ball, MJG die, they gonna be ancestors. When Dr. Dre, Easy E pass away, they gonna be ancestors. They gonna fall up under this motherfucking conversation today, baby. Because they program a generation of men and young boys to be toxic to females. Just like the females sitting up there listening to Betty Wright program a generation of women not to want to love men and not to want to trust men, putting us at odds with itself. And don't get me started with the whole cultural motherfucking thing, because this shit ain't black and white. I'm just gonna be honest. This shit is everywhere. It's just that you had that grandmama there or that granddaddy that got old in his age. He's a dotage. And he said, hey, come back here. You need to treat him a little bit better. After he done sat up there and ran through multiple motherfuckers in their country. Now they could tell they grandkids don't do it. But probably when he or she had them that clitoris and that dickhead skint back, they was bumping and they had the same mentality as you and I have. Notice I said you and I because I'm not the only nigga suffering in silence with this shit. I was programmed to be the nastiest, coldest, uncaring man to a woman. Nigga, you look good, you're carrying a pole around in your pants that'll make God blush. So why do you need to care and give it to just one? All of them need it. And I got a Caribbean background. So when they said it, it didn't come out real niggerish like in the States. It came out with a little bit of accent to it, a little savoir faire, and a little bit of Jesus Christ and the Bible sprinkled on top of that bitch. So it became what, people? Indoctrined. I was indoctrinated into it. Am I telling y'all wrong? I'm finna read a little bit of the comments. I've been talking. Just Jazz, yeah, indoctrinated. That's right. We all grow up blind and don't have a grip on our relationships or our feelings and shit. Because our toxic ancestors. And I'm seeing all these talk shows and podcasts, and every man is up there whining some shit I never seen in my life. And it ain't got nothing to do with the effeminate man. These are masculine ass, bust your head open with a stick. You know, go to daddy house, whoop your ass, whoop the kid ass, kiss the woman before he leave, and take a beer out your refrigerator type dudes. Hardcore. And they on here on this app crying, whining, and complaining that they in pain, that they suffering. A woman can't love them right. A woman can't treat them right. A woman bitch and moan and complain. But not one of them sitting down, hey ladies, come to the table. I want to share my trauma with you. Share your trauma with me. Oh, we know you've been hurt by men. I've been hurt by women. That's a given. That ain't the trauma I'm talking about. Share the trauma of what your mama told you how to handle a man. And I'll share what my mama and daddy told me how to handle a female. And let's see how well that shit has done for us. Did I just give you a goddamn solution, people? Everybody whining, complaining. These toxic ancestors fucked us up. They fucked me up. I'm just not learning how to love people at the age of 40 fucking 3. I should have been loved. I should have been married, 15 kids, a farm, a house, and a motherfucker. I should have had a fat ass wife. Fat girl. Eat good, mama. Eat. Gain your weight. You look pretty still. But I got a problem with love. I'm learning. I'm training. I'm in counseling. I'm the real deal, man, and I'm not going to hide who I am. They hurt me. They did so much damage to me. It was like a war zone growing up. You didn't know who to trust. Now let me hit your ass with some real shit, people. And this is real. If my uncle and my daddy is telling me hoes ain't shit, and I'm looking at my mama and my sister and my grandmama and them, and I'm listening to them tell my sisters and they daughters that men ain't shit, we defeated right there. Because we both looking at each other saying, nigga, you ain't shit. How many times can you talk to your brother, women? How can you look at your brother and say, and you tell your brother, your friend that like your brother, he ain't shit. Don't fuck with him, he ain't shit. A dude looking at my sister, man, that hoe ain't nothing, boy, don't you do that. You gonna get, just killed the whole motherfucking vibe for him. Person could have had every good intention. But you see how it go? I thought I was protecting my sisters. I thought I was protecting my mama. When I would sit up there and say, man, that girl stupid, man. That girl ain't shit. Man, that girl got multiple niggas. And I don't trust that bitch. That's my own blood. Because they indoctrinated that shit into me that I couldn't trust nothing out there. So I'm going to look out for my homeboy. Because they say only you can trust that nigga beside you. Not knowing that they rob you, kill you, sometimes rape you, send you to prison, snitch on you. That wasn't it. So you sit up there and you run your female family members down. You think you're protecting them due to the poison that the toxic male ancestor did to me. And I'm not saying I'm a victim by any means, because I enjoyed my motherfucking self. Off the code that they taught me, god damn it, y'all, I enjoyed my motherfucking self. But when you get up and you see the ramifications of the shit, you realize they did more damage than they could ever do good. Now, men 43 my age is not forming connections, wanting to commit, because we're afraid and we hurt and we got trauma. Women are not willing to try to ease our pain like they used to do in the old days, because they done had so much fucking negative programming that men ain't shit. They can't rely on no man. They can't rely on anybody but themselves. They have a son and they taking their son out to motherfucking dinner versus getting on the app trying to hook up with a real live flesh and blood person you can build a connection with. I'm gonna motherfucking say it. I told my daughter get dressed the other day. I say, baby, get dressed. We finna go get something to eat. I took my daughter out to a restaurant and I'm doing everything a father's supposed to do to a daughter. And I say, damn, something just don't feel right. I love my baby girl. I say, but something just don't feel right. So I looked at a table over there. Knowing my daughter got a little broken heart now. Keep in mind, she just broke up with her little red bone boyfriend. That's a good looking dude, man. I was low key, I was happy when he left her. Because I know if they would have grown up and her heart would have, she would have gave that boy that thing and his heart would have been into it, that girl would have been devastated for months. Because she was in there crying. Every time she she'd lay on the bed and just cry on me. I can't do, baby, you want me to go kick his ass? That's all daddy do, solution-based therapy over here. And she told me, Dad, I ain't gonna cry no more. I said, come on, let's get dressed, let's go out. So I see myself taking my daughter to the restaurant, hanging out with my daughter, mending her heart, but it didn't feel right, people. So I look over there at the table, and I see a good-looking young man. I don't know his family, I don't know nothing. I say, hey, Pop, come here. I called his daddy over. I say, hey, do you mind if these two kids eat together? I say, I'll pay for the meal. I say, I'll comp your bill and I'll comp mine. I say, my daughter going through a little heartbreak, and I don't think what she need to do is see her daddy as the only hero she got in her life. I'm telling you something, people, now. Y'all listen to what the fuck I was inspired to do. I could have been my daughter hero. I could have been the only man she ever seen and ever come back to, ever worked for. I could have been that image of her. But that would have been dead fucking wrong of me. That would have been selfish of me. So he said, yeah, my boy, he good boy. You know, he into them video games, but a good, cute girl could bring him out. Worried him over there, put them in front of each other, told them order whatever they want. They ordered, the little girl ordered a motherfucking meal that cost like $1,800. I don't know. I said, this is expensive, nigga, yeah. That's beside the point. So me and the dude, we go outside while the kids in there eating. Now she on a little dinner date, on a little lunch date. She getting her heart back, people. Know what I just taught my daughter? That boy that hurt you, he was toxic, baby. He ain't have his daddy. His mama argued with him all the time. What you need to do is you need to look for somebody better. Look for the good in another man if you couldn't find it in that one. God damn it, am I telling you ladies something? I wouldn't have done that shit if I wouldn't have got myself together. If I'm not trying, if I'm not putting myself through counseling and therapy, learning how to love again, people, because the toxic energy was so bad growing up, I didn't know how to fucking love. Hell, let alone love, I didn't know how to motherfucking feel. Never accept anything from a woman because it comes with strings attached to it. Hello. Never ever accept anything from a woman because it comes with strings attached to it. That's what they told me. Birthdays, holidays. What you want for your birthday? I don't want nothing. I don't know. You ever wonder why men say that? Because the toxic programming has told their ass that it's going to be a string attached to it. You got to give her something. What is it that you got to give her? Got to take out the trash. You got to take out the dinner. She going to want you to marry her. She going to sit up there and ask you, can she go out with her friend? She going to want to take a boat trip 7 days out the country. So when women ask men what we want, it's due to toxic programming. Because in our mind, what y'all get out the deal? Ain't shit free. A woman don't do nothing free. A woman always have an ulterior motive. So you turn that shit down. Refuse that shit. And if they buy it on their own, then they just did it. But if you tell them, I mean, I really want that motherfucking shirt over there. You see that motherfucking chapel hat? I love me a hat. I love that hat. That hat does. But I want that hat. And she buy the hat. You get the bitch, put it on your head. Oh, God, what she want from the deal? What I got to do now? Versus accepting a gift and love. People, if I'm going to talk about this shit in the male community, the toxic energy that our toxic male answer did to us, we're going to talk about it real. Men don't even know how to accept gifts due to this toxic relationship. Our women buy us stuff, we don't know how to accept it. Here's another one. Never buy a woman a car, let alone never buy a woman a pair of shoes. Why? She'll use that car to go see another nigga, or she'll take them shoes and walk all over you with them. So I'm going around the store. I'm a footman, good people. Well, I'm all of the body parts. So it is what it is, but I'll leave that alone. Story for another day. But I'm out in the mall. I see a nice fly pair of pumps. I would like my lady to motherfucking wear for me. Whether we going out on the town, whether it's going to be sexual. The bearing real, I'm transparent. I can't buy them. Because if I buy them for her, she going to use them to walk all over me with. It's a superstitious thing, people. She gonna walk out my life into another man. She ain't just gonna wear them for me. She gonna wear them for the other nigga she's seeing. Because keep in mind, she always got that one nigga she can always call to screw her. And she may wear them bitches for him. Test drive them on you. But really show out for him. They told me that, right? So now I'm denying my sexual motherfucking nature of me getting aroused to the highest point, seeing in a nice pair of shoes with some spikes on them bitches and all that gold color swivel. I don't give a fuck what I'm into. I can't do that. Now I'm denying that which is me because of this toxic training. This toxic indoctrination. It's men out there like that won't buy their woman the sexiest motherfucking dress. That won't buy their woman a pair of thongs that cut all up in her ass. It's men out there that won't do it. Want me to tell you why? Because the toxic training from their negative ass ancestors has got them indoctrinated. If she gonna wear them for you, she'll wear them for him. She'll take them bitches and wear them to the hotel to go cheat on you with. And now we don't even do shit. We say, no, I'm not buying that. People, am I telling you the truth? Do you see where it's coming from? Now, I can't speak for women. I can't speak for women. I'm not one, let alone I overheard the conversation my grandma was telling my sister, my mama now. And it was toxic as fuck. But I'm telling you what they talked, what the brothers and the men in my family told me and how it affected me. 43 in counseling, people learning how to love, learning how to trust a relationship. 43 years old, learning how not to sit up there and look at a woman and see a hoe. Learning that the world don't revolve around me at 40 fucking 3. What if I would have known this shit at 22, 23 years old? Could have built generational wealth. Could have had everything I ever wanted if the focus was there. But I was too busy hating the thing that I was supposed to be loving. Hating the thing that I was supposed to be building with. Hating the one thing that was supposed to give me comfort and protection out these nasty ass streets. I hated it so much, I ain't want to go home to it. I'd rather sleep in my goddamn car than walk through that door and the lady wasn't even angry at me. I'd rather stay out with my homeboys than go home to a loving hot cooked meal, eating cold burgers and shit, drinking on the corner, than go up there and lay on my lady's chest and say, baby, I had a rough motherfucking day. Because I can't show my feelings. If you tell a woman your feelings, she gonna treat you like a faggot, a punk, a sissy. Keep in mind, I'm using a term from the 80s, so all of your gender sensitive people, stop the fuck shit, man. This a real nigga channel here. Stop it. No insult to you. This is how I talk. This is how I feel. Got no problem with that community. Got friends, families, and loved ones, all that shit. So don't come for me, goddammit. But they want to hang out with their boys because they feel they can only trust them because they having nigga moments and male bonding. And only a man can understand what you're going through. Only a man can understand what you need in life. Only a man can understand how to ease your pain. And then you wonder why, and I'm finna piss you off right here. And then you wonder why the men is turning into the young men, that is turning into the homosexual persuasion. Did I just say something? Let me say that a little different way. Because I know I'm going to lose a few subscribers. Thumbs up this bitch if you got to. Share it if you need to. You wonder why women aren't being protected in the streets. You wonder why men are liking men, haven't even experienced the woman. You know, it's okay to experience life, and then you grow up and say, well, this is what I like. I like same sex, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna hang my hat on. But the experience need to be held. And you wonder why in the black community it's flamboyant and it's seen. And these are young men, not the old head, because they was discreet. Because our toxic male ancestors told us a woman wasn't shit. She couldn't do nothing for her. We can't trust them. And only one we can depend on is our homeboy. And then what I told you about the value system, people, you hang around your homeboy enough in the streets, you begin to love him. And if your homeboy having an issue, and if your homeboy have that tendency to sit up there and lay on his back for you, that's my dog. I ride for my dog. I ride for my nigga. Fuck them other niggas because I fuck them hoes. You know, my nigga, we going to the grave with these secrets and shit. We may end up in the penitentiary. We may have to take care of each other. And you wonder why the ratio of women and men is so different. Because of what the shit our toxic ancestors told us. People, come on now. I'm preaching. I don't care if you get mad. Because I ain't against anything. I just don't give a fuck about holding my tongue anymore. Because this is the shit that's killing us. This is the shit that allow a boy to put his hands on a woman to the point where he beat her down with his fist. Not even an open hand slap to get her corrected, but and think it's okay. When is it okay for a man to beat a woman into submission, black her eye, make her ugly for the world? Nigga, you gotta look at that ugly bitch that you just created. And then you hate it, so you hit her again. Toxic programming, people. Toxic programming. Toxic programming. Everybody want to get a white man in the media all this motherfucking play. They want to get a white man in the media all this motherfucking bravado saying it's an agenda on the TV. It's an agenda in life. When you preach down, you know it's good. You gotta take a sip of this motherfucking water. I drank 4 of these bitches a day. I got a reason. I'm trying to reach a distance. Y'all old heads, y'all will understand that. Dad joke. 40 bitches a day. Let's see if it works. See if I can go 6 feet. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a douche. I could be a douchebag sometimes. People, we get a white man and Illuminati and everybody so much credit for deprogramming for programming our ass to be this way. It's pumped on the TV. It's Disney's fault. It's the mayor's fault. No. The way we are, the way we act is due to our toxic fucking parents, our toxic fucking grandparents, our toxic fucking ancestors, our toxic fucking neighbors who didn't, of the same sex, who did not see the value in family unity, who did not see the value in culture, who did not teach me how to love, who did not teach women how to love. They taught me how to get over on a woman, how not to care about a woman, how to protect my petty ass motherfucking feelings when I didn't even have control of my fucking emotions. So how the fuck what do I need to protect, people? What feelings do I need to protect when I don't even know how to motherfucking feel? I don't even know what to feel. I'm feeling what the fuck you feeling. I'm telling you, God damn. Do y'all, you know what? I ain't asked y'all in a while. Show me them 4 letters of them. Say them 4 words I like to hear to let me know that I am telling you guys the truth. And if you don't like what I'm saying, say I don't like it. I'll stop. I'll say something different. I'll talk about bubblegum and fairy tales and unicorns and shit. If I'm not mistaken, I can't talk about a unicorn because that's offensive. I'm done. People, we can't sit up here and blame outside influences. Here we go. Here go the madness. This way I'm finna be called the pussy nigga, piece of shit. We can't sit up there and blame the outside for fucking up our community, fucking up our children, when the only thing we're doing is reinforcing this stereotype that was taught to us by our greats, that were taught to them by their greats, that women ain't shit and men ain't shit either. That you can't trust a man, that you can't trust a woman. That you can't sit up there and build with this person because that person gonna naturally fuck you over. That you need to have a separate bank account. That you need to not let a man know everything you do. You always need to keep one in rotation. Always keep somebody on the side. Always keep your sugar daddy. Always keep your sugar mama. Can't trust them, can't build with them. You do you. And now we sitting up here just as disenfranchised as everything else. And then instead of turning the mirror back on ourselves, we want to sit up there and point it at the white man. We want to point it at the Hispanic man. We want to point it at the Chinese man, the GMO in the food, the Hispanic man because they don't care about they not side their race too hot. We want to sit up there and put it on everything other than saying, you know, Auntie Lily, that bitch was toxic. You know, Uncle George, that motherfucker said some dumb shit in his day. We taking models we taking information from people whose lives is fucked up. They sitting on your porch drinking. They sitting on your porch asking your mama for a plate of food because they ain't got no house. They sitting up there living in rooming houses. They sitting up there with all kind of forms of disease and cirrhosis of the liver from drinking and shit. They sitting up there without a thought or care in their world but the wisdom, but this fucked up wisdom that they can pass on and poison every generation, men and women. And coming from my side, because that's all I can tell you, man, they fucked me up. They fucked me up. When a nigga can't enjoy a good old-fashioned piece of puss without being angry, and when I stopped being angry, I had to adjust my mind to match this right here so I can end up doing it, people. Call you back, BMW dealership. I had to adjust myself, my mind, my mentality in order to sit up there and make love to a woman. I could screw him angry. Trying to make love. Bitch didn't work. Took me a while to get to that point. Toxic male teachings from my ancestors. Ain't no man gonna tell you this right here. Ain't nobody gonna do it. This ain't even spiritual, people. This is real life shit. This is what I went through. All jokes aside, people, this is just quick Q&A. How many women, and be real with yourselves, how many of y'all women out there can seriously lay down with your man, with your husband, with your mate, and give them the best sex of their life without having some kind of anger involved? Without harking back on, I hate this bitch during the session. Rather just a slight. Brothers, how many of y'all can sit out there and lay down with your woman, rub your fingers through her hair, rub your hand all over her shit, sit up there and slap her on the ass slightly, compliment her every 5 minutes while you're fucking them? Baby, you so beautiful. Go back to fucking. Baby, I just love you so much. Go back to fucking. How many of us can do that without our shit going on soft or without the coochie drying up? Real nigga shit here, people. Come on now. I'm not gonna tell you no shit that I'm making up and trying to be cute. Cause I'm in counseling. I went through this shit. I had to realize that I was fucking up. Get out of this room, Black Witch Yaya. This nigga. This nigga crazy. People, I got thrown off just then. Y'all forgive me. Man. Nigga ain't just you supposed to be asleep. But listen, people. Due to my toxic fucking training, I couldn't understand how to make love to my lady. I could screw her all day long. Zero emotion. Pair that with these young boys who have got this shit indoctrinated in them to the point to where they go and they get with these young girls and they just slaughter them. And they slaughter one from the next because they can't form a connection. Next, make a baby here. Next, make a baby here. Now I'm in jail. Now I'm in prison. Now I'm beat up. Got to get out and try to hustle to sell. Cause instead of me sitting up there saying, "Baby, I love you. I need to take care of you. We need to build something together. I got your back. You got my back. We gonna do this." We want to compete with the woman. And let me tell you one thing, brothers out there. If you ever watch this, I know 90% of my subscriber base are female. Brothers, if you ever watch this, the one thing you cannot do is compete against a woman. Her energy is 10 times greater than ours. Her emotional is 10 times greater than ours. Her capacity for hate will supersede our shit any day. Her capacity, her memory, that bitch lasts long as an elephant. We act fast. And once we get a solution to our problem, it's out of our brain. That woman remember that shit. So all you young brothers out there who got this toxic fucking ancestry teaching you this bullshit, and y'all hurt women, the women gonna sit up there and think about that shit. And that's gonna grow over there to the next man she deal with, to the next man she deal with, to the next man she deal with. Now her body count up, your body count up. She don't like you, you don't like her. You looking at her as a slut hole bitch. She looking at you as a fuck boy, fuck nigga. Now y'all don't like each other, but now y'all gotta deal with each other because you got sexual urges. And it all boils down to procreation. Procreation is fun. Because nobody want to give their heart. Nobody want to love. Nobody want to value. Nobody want to do this because my granddaddy taught me that's not how it's supposed to be. Men supposed to go around spreading that seed. The Bible. Be fruitful and multiply. He didn't say, Adam, be fruitful and multiply with Eve. He say, hey, be fruitful and multiply. Doctrine fucked up number one. Men can fuck as many women and do as what they want to do and make as many babies. Women, you can't do it. So your grandmama and your mamas and your toxic ancestors came up with a solution, a programming that trained you not to give a fuck about men, that all men are shit. And boy, let me tell you, if I say this, don't y'all sit up there and what, say that again? They was right, they was correct. They told you this shit and they was in their rights to tell you this shit. But just because they were in their right to tell you this shit, they was wrong for not giving you women a chance at love, at understanding what the man going through, understanding how to build them up, nurture them, and care for them. Men, we were fucked up by not understanding that we didn't get taught that a woman was our salvation, that a woman should be our nest, a woman should be our comfort zone. We was taught that all women are gonna nag, bitch, and complain. All women gonna take you for your money. All women gonna put you on child support. All women got another nigga around the corner that they can call when you ain't stroking it right. This is how we were taught. So you dealing with two forms of toxic motherfucking generational training via ancestor energy inside your ass, and that ancestor come up. What I told you, one problem, one emotion. I get in an argument with my lady. You think that's me? You think that's the ancestor that want to be married, love and affection and caring and cool? You think that ancestor boiling up to the top and permeating in my brain? No, it's that toxic ancestor reinforcing the stereotype. That's right. That's right. Told you that bitch one shit. Told you she'll hurt you. Told you you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your feelings. Told you back your motherfucking fuck up. Told you. Told you. Then we hang our hat on that shit. And now we at odds with the person we supposed to be loving. People, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just saying the shit that we ain't gonna say to each other. Ain't nobody gonna put it on their dear sweet nana. Cause their sweet nana is sweet nana. She can do no wrong. Ain't nobody gonna put it on Pep ass. When Pep was sitting up there telling us fuck shit. Ain't nobody gonna put it on him. We love him. We venerate him. But Pep was telling you some fucked up shit, brothers. Nana was telling you some sorry shit, women. And now you can't form a fucking connection. And now everybody's single. One love, one connection to the point. And I'm finna step on a big toe. God damn it, I hate stepping on toes. Y'all go ahead and unsubscribe to me. So I can see the real people who really care about what the fuck I'm saying, who can't be in their feeling. Now y'all come to the witch man, the spirit lady, to get love spells done. to make them love you. You wouldn't need that type of shit if we can deprogram our motherfucking mind and defest ourselves of this toxic energy. He going through something. What he needs is not a love spell. He needs counseling. He needs to know that you willing to stand in the pain. Brothers, what she going through, she don't need a love spell. She needs counseling. So she can understand what you're going through. I don't even do love spells on my page no more. Because and here we go. When I do love spells, people get what they want. They fall in love, they get the person. Then they call me back and say, Baron, could you remove it? No, I charge you a little bit to do it. To remove it, I'm going to charge you 18 times that much. Because you asked for it. And you're wasting my time and your slick Rob spirit. So why waste your money? Break the toxic cycle that was trained. Break the toxic training, I should say, that's indoctrinated you through them ancestors. Cut that toxic ass ancestor off. Don't allow him access. If you have an issue with your woman, your man, and you get in an argument, people, stay in that moment. Don't think about all the potentials and the possibilities and the possible shit that can happen, because those aren't your thoughts. Notice the key word, the possibles. That shit ain't happen to you. You can't rely on that thought. You can't hang your hat on it. You didn't learn from it. You got a hypothetical shit going on. And the hypothetical shit is not your memory. Remember I say all our ancestors, all our shit reside inside us. We create our own world. The hypothetical shit you reside on is an ancestor energy that they fucked over. That they went through. And now you building your shit on it. And now you can't form that connection. You can't get out your motherfucking feelings. Nigga, you can't sit up there and when your woman arguing at you because you thinking about the shit that granddaddy told you. You can't walk up to her and put your hand over her mouth and just kiss on her lip, kiss on her neck and say, baby, keep talking, keep arguing. I don't give a fuck. Get it out your system, but I'm loving you right now. I'm loving you. Hit me if you got to, goddammit, but I'm going to keep kissing you. I'm going to kiss the anger out you. I'm going to kiss the distrust out you. I'm going to kiss the pistivity out of you. And when you get done, fuck me. Make love to me. I apologize. So toxic, we can't even apologize when we're wrong. Men and women. Men and women. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. We too busy combating because our toxic ancestors on the female side done trained our sisters and to be warriors, Amazon warriors. And then the toxic energy on the male side done trained our men and our boys to be motherfucking Kazakhstan goddamn killers. And when a goddamn force meet with a goddamn force, it's clashing. No romance, no nothing. You ain't shit, I ain't shit, he ain't shit, we ain't shit. We gonna be not shit together and we gonna be shit together. Fucking failure. Disaster. Nothing can be achieved. I'm one of them people. If I'm arguing with you, I'm gonna say, you got it, baby. I'm not saying that shit because I don't want to argue no more. I'm saying that shit because I know where it's gonna take me if I keep on going. I'm saying that shit because I need to think about and calibrate, because that toxic ancestry is coming up. And when that toxic ancestor, he trying to live again through me. Whether he slap a woman, beat a woman, go out and fuck 10 hoes on her to make him feel good, and that ain't that man. And then you go out there, and I'm talking from experience, you go out there and you sleep with somebody else because you were mad at your old lady. And then you realize this, I'm empty. I didn't care for that person that I just went out there and angrily fucked. I didn't care for him. I still love my old lady, but I just can't trust her. Then you go back with guilt, depression, and sadness, fear. that somebody gonna call her phone and find out or send a message. Now you fucked up. Now you can't get caught slipping. So now you gotta continue to perpetuate this fucking energy, because now you know you can't trust them, because if they find out, they'll never trust you. I'm speaking for men. I'm pretty sure it's on the same thing with women. Put the cards where they may. People, I was fucked up. They done me dirty. My male ancestors, the ones I looked up to, the one that's supposed to protect me, guided me, kept me strong, they fucked my brain up. It wasn't no white man. It wasn't G.I. Joe television shows in the morning. I got systematically fucked up, mentally fucked up, emotionally broken from my toxic male ancestry. The teaching that was taught to me. Now I know Tyreek ain't gonna like what the fuck I'm saying. The white man didn't do this. The white man beat 10,000 slaves' ass back in the day. The white man disenfranchised the black people. But they couldn't disenfranchise enough to take us out the home. That was done by our toxic ancestors, the training from our parents and grandparents. Nobody want to talk about this sweet nana and old pep pep. I'll leave it at that. Everybody, how did you like this? Did I tell y'all what men going through? Did I put the blame where it's supposed to go? If I didn't put the blame where it's supposed to go, y'all tell me, how many subscribers I lost today? I stopped counting, because every time I lose a subscriber, I gain 10 more. That's right. If they done made them into gods, if they can take away your family, what can they do? People, I am not putting the blame on the television. I'm not putting the blame on the phone. I'm not putting the blame on a motherfucking mythical man in the sky. I'm not putting the blame on that goddamn fictitious ass book, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. I'm not putting the blame on nowhere. I'm putting the blame on where the fuck the blame come from. My first indoctrination to the sadness of my society and my surroundings was from my granddaddy, was from my uncle, was from the pimps and the Negroes at the store who was supposed to guide and protect me. The people I idolized. I didn't idolize that book. I ain't know nothing about it. I didn't idolize the white man because the white man wasn't in my community. I idolized that. Now, when are our black leaders going to tell y'all this shit, add that spiritual component to it? Hey, this came from the teaching from our toxic ancestors. And we need to heal they motherfucking ass. If not heal them, people cap their ass. Your toxic ass grandmama, cap her ass. Your toxic ass auntie, cap her. Your toxic ass baby daddy, uncle, third cousin, cap him. Brothers, your toxic father, uncle, cap him. Get him out your life. Get him out your lineage. Destroy that motherfucker that's destroying you. Oh yeah, I forgot. I never tell people to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button, goddammit. Subscribe and share. I'm trying to keep the same energy. I just can't with that one. I like what you just said. Most people are too ashamed to address it. They too ashamed to tell you that dear sweet Grandpa George was the biggest hoe in the neighborhood, that he tore down more lives in a little bit. They don't want to address that because they love their granddaddy. Grandmama, she was getting trimmed by the mailman, the milkman. Them stories ain't fake. Supposed to be going to the AMVAC post 30 to dance. She at somebody's house. Go in 2 hours, go in 30 minutes before the club closed, get the little band on your arm, and then go get a drink, put some liquor on your breath, then go home to your husband. Come on now, I got sisters, I got grandmas, I got aunties who was into this world. They taught me what cheating was. They taught me why I shouldn't trust. They showed me shit. Uncle pointed out to it. Uncle was in a relationship 10 years with the same woman. See, he'll say, hey, they finna go out to the club, right? Now, she ain't going to the club. I know she going to meet that nigga up the road. Now, I don't care about her meeting the nigga because the nigga showing up put money in her pocket that saved me a bill. Look at the toxic shit they told me. That saved me a bill, right? But when she do come home, and you know what make me mad, they say? When they come home and act like I don't know. I have to play stupid just to keep the marriage going. And that's why I got me a slew of hoes round the corner. That's what I was trained. That was my indoctrination, people. They know each other fucking off. And they were passing their inspiration and they achieved mental achievement. So they mental fortitude, whatever fuck they came up with, whatever perverse fuck shit they came up with. And they were passing that shit on to us kids and shit. And next thing you know, we growing up, we know our lady cheat on us. We know our man cheat on us. Keep in mind, they told me, a lady gonna always have one nigga she can call. There's always one man that can call your woman and make her get out the bed. No matter who she with, no matter how long she been married, no matter how much she love you, if he calls, she gonna find a way to go to him. I hung my hat on that shit. And you think I could learn to love a woman like that? You think a man could learn to love, value, and cherish somebody who he know another Negro could come and get anytime he motherfucking in town? No, I don't value you. You just here with me, killing time. You're my concubine. You're my roommate. You're my friend. You're my piece of ass. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that. They rather put the blame on the white man. They rather put the blame on the Illuminati. They rather put the blame on the prison system. Talk about Uncle Leroy ass who fucked your son up. Talk about the dudes that you're sitting up there having mentor your kid, and the only thing they doing because you're not married to him, you're not really doing anything with him, you're just coming over there seeing him everywhere, and he just taking the kid to the park to push him on the swing just so he could continue fucking you. You don't know what that man telling that kid. You want to know what pumping that information into that kid? Same thing, brothers. You got daughters. Be careful. Makeup, hair tips. That's all you need to give my daughter. Don't give her no life motherfucking experience and expression because your shit ain't right. Don't do that. Talk about her hair. Talk about her nails. Talk about her hygiene. Talk about her clothing. But don't sit up there and tell her this how you should love a boy. This how a boy should love you. This is how you should play them niggas. Them niggas ain't shit. Don't bring that doctrine here in my house. You gotta stand for some women. And after watching this video right here, your ass got a chance to reprogram your sons. Fathers, after watching this shit right here, you got a chance to reprogram your daughters. We got a chance after watching this shit right here to reprogram our generation. It's gonna take a while, goddammit. But we need to show them that the woman need to be valued. The man need to be valued. The relationship need to be valued. And this is what I tell my baby girl. I say, baby girl, I know you like the little red bone, but the boy you met the other day, he was fly, a cool cat. I say, when did you? I said, you gonna really? I said, the little red boy hurt you. She said, oh, I'm gonna take him back. He my first love. I'm gonna always take him back. I said, who told you this shit? I said, you got my last name. You ain't gotta take no motherfucker back, nigga. We the king of the king, criminal of the crime. She like, oh, all my friends say that you break up, but you always take the boy back when he break up with you or he go out and mess around because he's still growing. These young girls are educating our daughters, man, how to sit up here and do this shit. Now the indoctrination ain't coming from the old heads, it's coming from the young head because it's permeating. The young men sitting up there, hoes ain't shit. It's in our music. We'll tell you hoes ain't shit. It's in our music. But to hear my 15-year-old daughter tell me in the kitchen the other night, I'm gonna take him back. Baby, he hurt you because you wouldn't give him a shot of ass. You're 15, you still got your V card. But you know, in a year, I'll take him back when he come back around. My job ain't done. But if I'm gonna sit up there and tell my daughter how to conduct herself and value a good man, I need to be a good man myself, people. I need to rewrite all the fucked up programming that was done to me. It fucked me up. And I'm finna leave y'all with this because I've been on here a long time. I don't try to do these now. I've been on here too long. The training. And women, I need you to have real sympathy. When I say this now, have sympathy. Y'all have sympathy for me. And have sympathy for your sons when I tell you this. Have sympathy for them brothers out there who catching hell with the training and the indoctrination that was given to us by our toxic male ancestors. Young boys grew up not being able to love their motherfucking mama. I'm gonna hold it. Men, young boys, due to the toxic fucking training of their ancestors, these uncles and these lowlifes and these motherfuckers who thought they had the game for real rigged and everything, put that shit in these young boys' head. And now they can't even form a connection with the one woman that's supposed to care about them. The one woman that's supposed to love them. They don't see her value anymore. And here's the fucking catch to that one, people. Due to the training from the toxic ancestors of their motherfucking grandmamas and great grandmamas that men ain't shit, these women can't form a connection with their son. And you wonder why they treating their kids like shit. You wonder why they beat the hell out of the kid. I don't love you, look like your daddy too much. I hate you, get out my face. Toxic ancestor energy, man. That shit hurt. It hurt me that my mama couldn't love me the right way. I couldn't form a connection with my lady properly. This ain't no motherfucking pity party and this ain't no game. And if you think the shit funny, you part of the fucking problem. And if you don't see the shit that you dumping into these kids, these young boys and these young girls that's killing our generation and killing the love that's in their heart from go, then you're part of the fucking problem. Unsubscribe to this bitch because I'm talking. Young boys can't love their mamas and their mamas can't love their sons because of this toxic training. We pray that shit up out their ass today. Now I'm getting pissed off because that was a real memory. Y'all bow your head, goddammit. Oh, source energy, the one who I get my strength from. Whoever you desire to be called, whoever you desire to be. I ask that you allow me an audience with my Baron, that I may communicate, conversate, and I may just enjoy him talking to me. Let me hear his jokes, let him build my strength and my courage up, and allow him to be a bridge to my ancestors so that I may be able to talk to them. Thank you. Oh, Baron, my friend, my God. I thank you, brother. Without you, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have the energy, the courage, and the strength of you that did so much for me. You done got me to a place of purity while I'm trying. And I just want to thank you, Baron. You my friend, man. My friend, I love you. Allow me the audience with my ancestors that I may be able to communicate with them and they may be able to hear what the hell I got to say. Allow them to take a little bit of my energy and leaving me whole without making me sick or taking my life. Thank you, Baron. To my toxic ancestors, the toxic men who indoctrinated me with this shit, who indoctrinated me and a lot of us young men with the mindset that women ain't shit, that we can't trust them, love them, or be with them. I ask that you just go your ass back to hell, go back to where you fucking came from. I don't even want you in my lineage circle. You get your toxic ass out of my lineage. You get your toxic ass out of rotation. You get your toxic ass out of my mind, my soul, my heart, my love, my dreams, my desires. You get your toxic ass and you take your toxic fucking energy somewhere else. because you have hurt me and you have hurt men that's supposed to be loving these women, protecting these women, cherishing these women. You have hurt us with this doctrine. Granted, that was your time. That's what you felt you had to do. And you programmed us to be this way. And it's wrong. And we suffering the consequences. This is like military trauma, man. You can't hug your woman. You can't love your woman. You can't do to the shit. You can't trust your woman. You can't pour all your all into a relationship with your woman. Because you told her they ain't shit. They always got somebody on the side. And they gonna take from you, break you, and hurt you. You was wrong. And I rebuke you out of my motherfucking lineage. I rebuke you from my kids' lineage. And I rebuke you from the lineage from the future. I bind your ass to whatever the fuck you world, and don't even take my energy. Don't even use none. I don't forgive you, Negroes, jokers, whatever. To my toxic female ancestors, I get y'all ass out the lineage too. Cause y'all fucking up things, and I don't need you fucking with my daughter here. Get your ass out of here. Baron, close the gates on their ass, that they cannot come back with their toxic energy. I'm asking you to heal me right now. Heal me from all the toxic trauma, from all the toxic teachings. Strip that shit from my mind. Make me love with my whole heart, not a piece of it. Build me up. Make me a better man for the world, for my children, for my wife, for my lady. Make me strong. Remove this toxic energy out of our lineage, out of our lives. They don't deserve it. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. People, you wonder. I used to wonder why my mama didn't love me. I used to wonder what I did so bad, what my daddy could have did to her. And you have to put the blame where it go. It was the training, people. It was the indoctrination. It was this motherfucking make-believe sense that they can be better and outclass and outdo the people they supposed to care about. And the training got so bad that mothers stopped loving their own son. Daughters stopped giving a fuck about their daddy due to this training. That wasn't the white man. That wasn't the TV. Let me say, fuck it. That wasn't Viacom. That was from us, our generation. That was from us, our kinfolk. That was from us, our relatives. If you gonna do any kind of prayers, get that shit up out your lineage. Bind that bitch. Did you know you can get your ancestral energy off you? I mean, throw that bitch completely out. You can shun his ass or her ass. Until we start taking responsibility for our own motherfucking actions, man, we gonna forever be a slave to this bitch. Y'all join me around by 12:30. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more. This was an ancestor prayer. Now we finna get on this shit, how I feel, why our generation and our shit is fucked up like this. All right, everybody. I kept you guys 30 minutes longer than I supposed to. I gotta get to the dealership. I want you guys to know that I do appreciate these prayers. They are therapy for me, as well as some of you guys, and I thank you guys for all the email and the comments, the positive comments that I get. The only thing I'm asking you to do, if you figure and you don't think this is robbery for you guys, share this. Not for popularity to get a like. Share this on different platforms. Piece this bitch out on different platforms, the keynote part, so that they may understand what the fuck going on. There's somebody out there that got me on 2 or 3 of their pages where they piecing my information out. I didn't know I was that valuable, and I thank that person. But everybody, we got to fix this shit. If we ain't gonna learn to love again, and we gonna tear our women down, we gonna tear our men down, we ain't gonna form no connection. None. I thank you all for supporting my website. All you guys who have purchased your Brick Dust and your True Spook t-shirts and all that good stuff right there. I thank you guys. It's a blessing. Join me this Thursday for another True Spook. Remember, all that stuff is real. That shit really did happen to me. And if you can see the pain and shit in my eyes, that shit, I cannot make these stories up. These is real. I think Joya said it was I lived in the magical hood of Narnia. It took me a while to catch that, but the magical hood of Narnia. But yeah, that was real shit, people. Real shit. So join me this Thursday, 12 o'clock p.m. It's a premiere, and I'll be in there. Seeing then every Monday, Tuesday, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the Barons premiere. Join me there. Come through, see what the tribe got to say. This is the second Tuesday, so yes, I will be doing one question tarot tomorrow. People, I ask that you guys please, 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 one question, and when you typing your question out, just keep it short and sweet so we can get to everybody because I'm working with over 200 people in there and I like to get them questions done as soon as possible. All right, everybody, I got to get going. I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust in you in the universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe.